Welcome to class today. We are going to be working with a gentle full body flow. So you can get seated on the mats and you will get started in our perfect pose. Let's begin with a deep, slow breath in through the nose. As you breathe out slowly, gently close the eyes. Feel the difference between rooting down through the pelvis and extending up through the spine. Take a moment to tune into the body. Observe any areas where there is tension. Then breathe into those spaces and sigh out that stress and tension from the body. Let's take 2 more breaths like this, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And 1 more breath. Feel the shoulders and the hips relaxing. Feel the facial muscles softening. And feel the body's energy flowing through the spine. Put aside all to-do lists, all distractions. Just give yourself this time for your practice. As we inhale deeply, reach the arms overhead, opening the eyes. On exhalation, gently sweep them out. We're going to start with big shoulder rolls here. Lifting the arms, breathe it in. And moving back, breathing out. Let's take it for 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3, breathe it in. Breathe it out. And 4. Very good. We'll move the opposite direction. Inhale, reach the arms up. And forward and down on exhalation. 2. Breathe it out. 3. And 4. Good. Reach the arms behind you, holding opposite elbows. And just pulling the elbows back. Inhale, look up to the ceiling. And exhale, forward fold. Folding over the hips, keep the bottom grounded and lift your elbows as high as possible here. Stay with the breath, in and out through the nose. Good, and bringing the gaze forward, reaching the arms up, inhale. As you exhale, also holding opposite elbows, press them up towards the ceiling, create that length through the spine. Gently press the shoulders back towards each other. Feel the chest opening and expanding here. Take 3 slow breaths. And then on your next inhalation, press the elbows up one more time. And as you exhale, take a lateral bend towards your right side, pressing the left knee towards the ground. Feel the full side stretch of the body. And back to the center, breathe it in, pressing the elbows up, opening the chest, and breathe it out, lateral bend to your left side. Very good, coming back to the center, inhale, reach the hands up, and exhale down slowly. Place the hands out in front of you, and just draw your spine back and up, rounding the back while tucking chin to chest here. Stay with equal nostril breathing. And then gently releasing it out. Making your way back into the hips. Relaxing the shoulders. We'll take rotations here around the base of the spine. Placing the hands over the knees and moving towards your right side. Exhale as you round forward. Keep your bottom grounded throughout the rotation. Lean back as you inhale. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And moving the opposite direction now. Exhale, moving down to the left knee all the way around. Lean back and then breathe. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Stepping forward, come up to the knees and then just take a seat over the heels. If you need a cushion, you can prop yourself up on that now. You have the option to keep the knees and the feet together or keep the knees together and take the feet slightly further apart. We're going to reach our right hand back, sweep the left arm forward and over towards the right side as you press your pelvis forward. Take it back slowly, sweep the arm around and swap it over. Left hand back, right arm reaches as you press the hips forward and take it back. And inhale, lifting up through the hips. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale. And we'll take one more to each side. Breathing in. Breathe it out. And to the left, breathe it in. And breathe it out. Rising up on the knees now. And reaching the arms up, inhale, gently twisting to the right side, exhale, breathe it in, breathe it out, and breathing in, breathe it out, and one more, breathe it in, and breathe it out. Inhale, rise up, cactus the arms, and gently twist the body side to side here. Nice big movement, opening up the chest while keeping the lower half of the body nice and still. Feel the breath moving with movement, twisting on exhalation, drawing back to center on inhalation. Release it out slowly. Coming into a tabletop posture. To the the hands and knees. And just tucking the toes. We want to stretch all the way through the toes and the feet. Send the hips right back over the heels and slide the arms forward. Keep the elbows lifted, pulling the fingertips towards the top of the mat while pressing the hips towards the back of your mat. And then bringing the gaze forward, inhale as you come back to tabletop posture. And relax the toes. Opening up through our shoulders. Raising up the right arm, inhale. And sweep it under, exhale without lowering to the floor. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, sweeping through. Breathe it in. Breathe it out for 3. And last one here, inhale. This time releasing that shoulder to the ground. Keep the right palm open to the ceiling. Place the head down at the temple and wrap your left arm around your back. Tucking the hand to the opposite hip if you can reach. Breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Release the left hand, place it next to the head, and as you inhale, press all the way back to your tabletop posture. Going to swap it over to the opposite side. So left arm reaches up, twist from the navel, inhale, and sweep it through, exhale. 2, breathe it in, breathe it out. 3, and last one here, 4. As you exhale, lower that shoulder to the ground, keep your left palm open to the ceiling, right temple down on the floor, left temple, and wrap your right arm around the back. Threading the needle posture. We'll stay here for another 8 counts. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the right hand, place it next to your head, press into it as you inhale, and make your way back to your tabletop posture as you exhale. Going to extend our right leg back, pressing through the heel as you flex the foot, square the hips, and reaching the left hand forward. Engage the core. Breathe here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, lift the arm and the leg, creating a back bend, and inhale back. Exhale up, inhale back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now out to the side, inhale, open the arm and the leg, exhale. 2, 3, inhale, exhale back to center. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Very good, releasing it out. Swapping over, left leg presses back, flex the foot, square the hips, and reaching the right hand forward. Breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale here. As you exhale, raise the arm and the leg up. Inhale back to center. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Out to the side, breathe it in. Back to center, breathe it out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, release it out. Separate the knees nice and wide. And take it back into child's pose, feet relaxed, elbows relaxed, and forehead relaxed down into the mat. Breathing here for 3 equal breaths. Once you've completed your breaths, draw it back to your tabletop posture, breathing in, and adjust the knees below the hips as you breathe out. We'll take it into puppy stretch from here, keeping your hips stacked directly over the knees and sending the arms out towards the top corners of your mat. As you begin to lower your chest towards the floor, press the hips back and up. For the first part of this posture, press the fingertips into the ground, lift the center of the palms up, and relax your forehead down into the floor. Keep pulling the fingertips towards the top of the mat. Feel that stretch and openness of the shoulders and the chest as you stay with your breath. Keep the core engaged during this time. Do not let the navel relax. If this feels intense, you can choose to stay here. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, slide the body's weight forward. Bring chin and chest to the ground. And again, you can lift the center of the palms and breathe here. Relax into this posture as much as possible while keeping the navel drawing towards your spine. Slide your hands back below the shoulders and gently press it all the way up, back to tabletop. Going to extend our right leg back again. Bending at the knee, pointing the toes up towards the ceiling, and balancing your body's weight between your right hand and your left knee. Sweep your left arm around. Reach for the inside of the foot, and gently lean the body's weight forward, shoulder over wrist, as you begin to raise that foot up towards the ceiling into your tiger pose. Lifting the chin, breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Don't just collapse Then release the foot and come back to your tabletop pose. Swapping over, left leg presses back, square the hips first. Then bend up the knee, point the toes, and distribute the weight evenly through the left hand and the right knee. Right hand reaches forward, flip the hand out, sweep it around and reach for the inside of your foot. As you lean forward, inhale, lift the leg up, tilting the chin and staying here with your breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the knee, release the foot, and relax it out. Tucking the toes, let's make our way to our first downward facing dog. Send the hips back as you exhale, rise it up. Step the feet apart and begin to walk it out here, bending and straightening through the knees. Good, and settling into a static downward facing dog. Spread the toes nice and wide. Internal rotation of your quad muscles. External rotation of your shoulders. Feel that your head is neutral with the spine. And breathe here. A dynamic movement for the spine. Going to lift the heels, bend the knees, and slowly shift the body's weight forward, but then pull up through the tailbone and take it back to downward facing dog. Shift the body's weight forward as the heels lift, bend the knees, stay off the floor, tuck the tailbone up and shift it back to your downward dog. Let's take it for 3. Bend, knees off the ground, send the hips back, back hollow as we move into downward dog again. 4, 'Feel the movement here. 5, 6, 7, and last one, 8, and step the feet apart again, coming back to your downward facing dog. As you look towards the front of the mat, step up right, left on your in-breath. Slight bend into the knees, exhale, standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Slide the hands forward, lift the gaze, and just separating the feet a little bit out of fist size between the big toes. You can keep the knees micro bended here if you need to. We're going to hold opposite elbows. As you relax your upper body down, bring your forearms onto your forehead, giving slight pressure there, and gently swaying your upper body from side to side. It's almost as if you are drawing a half circle with the elbows. Beautiful, and release down nice and slow. Bring the feet back together. We're going to cross our right foot over the left. And gently press both knees back, lift through the tailbone, and being supported with the fingers, look ahead of you, trying to flatten the back here. Swap the legs, left over right. And as you press the knees and the hips back slightly, draw the gaze forward, flattening the back, staying with the breath. Very good, and step the hands forward. Release it out. Shift the feet as wide as the mat, toes pointed out, heels in, and dropping right down into Malasana, our frog squat. Bring the elbows on the inside of the knees and draw the palms in towards the heart space for the chest. Stay rooted down from toes to heels. Breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place the hands out in front of you. Turn the feet forward, heels back, and slightly wider forward fold here. Easing the knees back to try to straighten legs, keeping the ankles, the knees, and the hips all in one line. Reach for the ankles, send the elbows out to the side, look forward as you inhale, and exhale, standing forward fold. Try to keep your back as flat as possible here. Good, lifting the gaze forward, step the hands out in front of you and walk the feet back together. Nice deep bend into the knees, arms sweep back, rising up as you inhale and exhale to the heart space. Breathing in. Interlace the fingers, point up through the index fingers, and take a lateral bend towards your right side here. Breathe, keep the hips at the same level. Very good, come back to center, inhale, and lateral bend to your left side, exhale. Keeping the hips at the same height. Back to the center, breathing in. And hands to the heart space. Breathe it out. Moving into a standing balance, our tree posture now. Creating slight separation between the feet. You can place the hands in the waistline if you would like to start here, otherwise keeping them at the heart space. Spread the toes nice and wide. Root down through all 4 corners of the feet. Once you feel stable, shift your weight into the left leg and bring your right knee towards your chest. Reaching down for the ankle. Place the foot on the inner thigh. Open the hip and the knee out to the side and draw the hips into the midline of the body, lengthening through the spine and relaxing the shoulders. Staying with the breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knee forward, flex the foot, and release the right leg down, rooting straight down into that foot. Spread the toes nice and wide, shift the weight, and raise up the left leg. Maintain your focus point ahead of you as you reach for your ankle. Place the foot on the inner leg, Open the hip and the knee and draw the hips into the midline of the body. Staying with your breath for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring that knee forward. Inhale and exhale. Release it out nice and slow. Breathing in. Send the hands back, hips slightly forward. And draw the hips back. Exhale down to the ground. Nice deep bend, arms sweep out and up, breathing in. Keep reaching back, send the hips forward and breathe it out. Take one more like this, bending into the knees, sweep the arms out and up, breathing in. Continue the inhalation and exhale, standing forward fold. As you slide the hands forward, lift your gaze, step back, right, left. Stack the body in plank posture. Bring the knees to the ground. Instead of dipping straight down, you're going to take the hips all the way back. As if you're pulling the floor towards you with the hands, wrap the elbows and dip the body through. Check that the hands are below shoulders, relax pelvis and toes, press the ground away, breathe it in. Pull the shoulders down the back as you breathe out. Send the tailbone towards the heels and stay with slow, steady breath in your cobra pose, half cobra. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As the head relaxes, begin to round the spine, press the knees into the floor and make your way back into child's pose. Make sure that there is space for the rib cage. Relax the elbows, the forehead. And working with 4 slow breaths. Inhale on the count of 8. Pause for the count of 4. Exhale for the count of 8. And pause for the count of 4 again. After your breaths, you'll make your way down onto the abdominal area, pulling all the way through, bring the knees together and lower down gently into the ground. You need to place the hands below the shoulders. If you need to take the hands further apart to bring the elbows in closer, then you can do that. Drawing the elbows in towards the waistline. And as we lift the body up on the in-breath, going to keep the toes touching, lift the feet, tilt the pelvis to bring the lower abdominal area into the ground. Variation of locust pose. Breathe here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down slowly on exhalation. Now reaching the arms all the way in front of you. Keep the hands as wide as your shoulders, palms facing in towards each other, and the toes still touching. As you bring the chin up off the ground, tilt the pelvis, inhale, lift the arms and legs, and again breathing here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Slide the hands back. Bring them to the base of the rib cage. Draw the elbows in towards the waistline. As you lift the chin, pull the shoulders back, slide the hips forward just a little, and lengthen up into full cobra pose. Breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the head. Begin to round your spine. Lift through the hips. Inhale. Step into downward facing dog. Exhale. Shift weight into the left leg. Send your right heel up towards the ceiling. Breathe it in. And a long high lunge. Breathe it out. Release the back knee towards the ground. Gently relax the foot and ease the hips forward to stretch through the left hip flexor. Make sure the knee is directly over the heel joint. If not, swivel the foot forward slightly. Breathe here. And stepping your left hand out to the side. Lean towards that hand and stay on the inside of the wrist. And as you turn the body back here, bend up the back leg and reach for the foot. If there is too much pain, keep the leg static, or if that is not possible, then you can lower the leg all the way down. If you can deepen this, pulse the leg back and forth. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Flex the foot, lower down gently, and return to your supported lunge. Lifting the hips, inhale. Take it back to downward facing dog. Exhale. Shifting weight into your right leg. Send your left heel towards the ceiling. Breathe it in. Long high lunge. Breathing out. Send the hips forward as you lower the knee. Relax the foot. Take an internal rotation of your hip. And gently ease the body forward. Pull the shoulders down from the ears. Breathe. And sending your right hand out to the side. Lean towards that hand. Twist the body gently and bend up the back leg. Reaching for the foot. Again, either choosing to stay still or pulsing the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Flex the foot, lower down slowly, and come back to supported lunge. This time lifting the hips, step back into plank posture. Knees to the ground, send the body all the way back. And then as if you are pulling the floor towards you, wrap the elbows and dip through. Relax the hips, the feet. Pull the hips forward, full cobra pose. Breathe for 4, Separate the feet, exhale to downward facing dog. Shift weight into your left leg, send your right leg towards the ceiling, breathing in. And looking forward, bring your knee through, place it on the inside of your right hand, foot out to the side, and shift the left leg out to the edge of your mat. Try to square the hips forward so that if you feel here that your hips are aligned, and just supporting with the fingertips, tuck the tailbone down, bring length through the spine, and draw the shoulders down from your ears. Tilt the chin, staying with the breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you have two options here. You can move into an easier stretch by lowering your body towards the floor while maintaining the legs like this. Otherwise, to take it into a deeper position, you need to bend up the back leg, flex the foot and twist the body open towards the left side. Reaching back for the inside of the foot. We've warmed up the leg by pulsing here previously, so you can either stay here or lock the foot with the elbow, reach the right hand up and over, and hold the hands here in what we call our mermaid posture. Breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands, press the foot back slightly and start to flex it. Lower your right hand for support, twist the body forward while maintaining flexed foot, and release it down nice and slow. Hips rise up, breathe it in, take it back to your downward facing dog, breathing out. Shifting to the opposite side, right foot grounded, left heel to the ceiling, inhale. As you look forward, knee towards the inside of your left hand, foot out to the side, and we're going to walk our right foot out towards the edge of the mat. Lift here through the knee, internal rotation of the hip, and bring the hips into alignment with the front line of your mat. Staying supported in the fingertips. Tuck the tailbone down, lengthen up through the spine, and draw your shoulders down from your ears. Breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As the head relaxes again, your option to follow down into the floor or twisting open to the right side, bend up the leg and reach back for the inside of your foot. Once you feel stable here, you can either hold the foot with the hand and just pulse, or support the foot with the elbow. Reach your left arm up and over, interlacing the hands or the wrists, opening through the chest, breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Start to lower that foot, keeping it supported. As it flexes, twist the body back to the center and press through the hands, through the foot. Lift the hips, inhale. Take it back slowly, downward facing dog. As you exhale. Looking to the top of the mat. Step it forward, right, left as you inhale. And standing forward fold, exhale. Now we're going to place the hands below the feet just to deepen this bend a little. Tucking them right in, the palms face up. As you look forward, breathe it in. Root down through the feet, lift through the tailbone, and on exhalation, send the elbows out. Fold the body down slowly. Staying here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise it up slowly, step the hands out. Take a nice deep bend into the knees, arms straight back, breathe it in. Nice back bend here, tuck the tailbone, send the hips forward, inhale. And all the way down again, exhale. Hands slide forward, lift the gaze, take it back into downward facing dog. Shift weight into your left leg, right heel presses up, inhale. And a short lunge forward, place your right foot behind your right hand. Back foot turns open slightly, there should be a nice big gap between the feet. Engage core muscles, check the knee is over the heel, and arms rise up, breathe it in. Press your left hip forward, tuck the tailbone, feel like the hips are squared. Breathe. Reach up, inhale, palms to the heart space, twist to your right side, exhale. Lock the elbow on the outside of the knee, lift your top elbow to the ceiling, and feel that twist. Very good, relax the head, release the hands. Step it back to downward facing dog. Swapping over, shifting weight into your right leg. Left heel presses up, breathe it in. And a short lunge, left foot behind the left hand. Back foot turns open. Looking ahead, inhale. Raise the arms, square the hips, tuck the tailbone. Breathe. Reach through the hands, breathing in. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Swivel to the left side. Breathe here. Bring the gaze forward, release out, and take it back to downward facing dog. Looking to the top of the mat, step up, right, left on the inhalation. Bend nice and deeply into the knees, drop the bottom. Exhale, take a seat. Lengthen through the spine. Pull the shoulders down from the ears. And breathe. Once you've taken some breaths, relax your spine. And we're going to just slide back on the mat, straightening out the legs. Untucking the sides of the bottom, bend your right knee in towards the chest. And And let the hip and knee open out to the side. Place the foot on the inner leg and square your hips forward to the front side of the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, lengthen through the spine, tilting the body forward over the hip line. Keep the bottom grounded, send the hip bones back, and lower your body gently into your full range of motion. When you've reached that capacity, lower the hands to the ground. Relax the elbows, pulling the shoulders away from the ears, and gently ease your chin towards the foot. If you drop your head, your spine is going to round, which we are trying to avoid. So try to maintain the back being flat as much as possible. Breathe here, allowing the body to deepen into the pose with each exhalation. From here we'll take a twisted forward fold, twisting your body open towards the right side. Reach the right hand back, inhale, and as you reach overhead, either drop it over the side of the head or lower down to the outside of the foot. Exhale, breathe here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Twist the body back, face the knee. Release the right hand, engage the core, lifting the torso, and slide the hands back in line with the knee, pressing them gently into the hips. We'll swap it over to the opposite side. Straighten out the right leg, bending up the left. Open the hip and knee out to the side and square the hips forward to the top of the mat. Nice deep breath, reach it up. Send the body forward, folding over the hip line. Keep the leg active as you lower down gently. When you've reached your full range of motion, lower the hands, relax the elbows, and pull the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. Deepen the posture with each exhalation. Keep core muscles engaged, navel towards the spine to maintain a flat back. And gently twisting your torso open to your left side. Reach your left arm back, inhale. Sweep it over, either dropping it over the side of the head or lowering down to the outside of the foot. Exhale. Breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand back to the inside of the foot. Swivel the body slowly. And as you engage the core, send the hands back and slide it back into the hips. Bring both knees up in front of you. Lean back into your hands and gently roll your knees from side to side here. Then we're going to take a seated wide forward fold. So you can take a seat behind your mat. This is to help your heels being supported on the mat. We want to keep our legs nice and active, hands out in front of us. And before we fold, we really want to start tilting the pelvis so that the tailbone opens and you can move the weight to the front of the pelvis. Here you can slide down into the forearms, and we will stay here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you are down in the forearms, you can reach outward towards the heels. Keep the legs active and take a nice deep breath in. On exhalation, pull the elbows out and shoulders away from the ears and gently lower down. Be careful in this posture. Breathe. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the core fully engaged. Slide the hands one at a time. And please move out of this really slowly to avoid injury. Walking back into your hips. Bring your feet back together or slightly apart. Lean back into the hands and just roll the knees in and out here. Legs completely soft, easing that tension that you've created down the inside of the legs. Very good, and releasing out. Taking it into our butterfly posture. Draw your feet in towards the midline, bringing them as close to the groin as possible, and just holding around the toes. Press the knees towards the ground, lift the spine as you breathe in. Bring the body slightly forward, pull the shoulders down from the ears, and stay with 8 slow breaths. Release out. Moving back into the hips. Relax. Just slide your feet forward and your left leg underneath. Have your knee pointing directly forward and then stack your right leg over the top here. Draw it into the chest, support the ankle and twisting. Moving into our cow face posture. Ground down evenly through both sides of the bottom. Try to align the feet from this top line. We're going to create length through the spine. And with our right leg on top, we'll have our left arm on top, so reaching up. As you exhale, fold the elbow, palm onto your spine, right arm forward, all the way around, flip the hand, and as you inhale, reach up to interlace the fingertips. On exhalation, stay grounded through the bottom and gently fold the body forward. Breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Looking ahead, engage core muscles. Inhale, rising up, and on exhalation, release the hands in opposite directions and relax out from the hips. Swapping it over. This time we'll take our right leg underneath, knee towards the chest, support the ankle, and bring the knee directly forward. Left leg in towards the chest, stacking that leg over the right. Root down through both sides of the bottom, check that the feet are aligned, and create length up through the spine. Right arm reaches up this time, breathing in. On exhalation, fold at the elbow, palm onto your spine. Left hand reaches forward, out to the side, flip the hand. Inhale, reaching up. Interlace the fingers if possible. On exhalation, relax the shoulders. If the hands don't reach, you can just keep the palms on the spine. Inhale, looking up. Tilt the body's weight forward, keep the bottom grounded. Exhale to fold. Breathe here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands slowly. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, relax. Set the feet out in front of you. And take a forward fold. Both legs forward now. Inhale, reach it up. Feel the length of the spine. Tilt the body's weight forward. Send the hip bones back. Exhale. You can reach around the front of the feet. You'll hold opposite wrist. Otherwise, just hold around the heels, or you can just rest your arms down. Try to maintain a flat back here. If you drop your head, your spine will round. So we want to press forward through the chin, create length through the torso. Breathe here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage the core muscles. Inhale, rise it up. As you exhale, sweep the hands behind you, fingertips pointing forward, lean back, keep the weight on the inside of the wrists, point down to the toes, breathe in again, lift the pelvis, east stretch posture, gazing up to the ceiling. Push the ground away and lift up nice and high as you activate through the legs. And chin to chest, release it down, nice and slow. Step forward towards the top of the mat. We're going to need some space behind us. In this position, reaching your index finger and middle fingers around the big toes. Lean back until you can feel a balance in the top of the glute muscles. Lift one leg at a time and start to lean back even more as you press your heels forward and up. Send the chest forward, shoulders back. Breathe here for 8, 7, 6. Maintain a flat back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round your spine, lower from the tailbone all the way over. Take the feet overhead, straight into our flower posture. Breathe. Keep the legs activated here. Keep the toes rooted in the ground. Slide the arms around. Interlace the hands, or if this does not feel comfortable, separate them, press the palms down into the floor while lifting the hips towards the ceiling. Breathe here. If you would like to try, take it a little bit further. Bend the knees down on the outside of the ears. Here, pressure pose. Wrap the arms around the legs and tuck them into your ears. Breathe here for 8 more counts. And release your hands, straighten the legs, hands down to the ground, into round from the upper spine, all the way through to the tailbone, and release out. Bring the knees towards the chest, hug the shins, and gently rock your body from side to side here. As you lower your feet one at a time, separate them as wide as your hip bones, spread the toes nice and wide and root down through all four corners of the feet. I'm going to take it into an easy bridge posture. Pull the hands towards the heels, press through the feet, through the top of the shoulders, and begin to lift your hips as you breathe in. Tuck the hands beneath you, palms facing down, press the arms into the floor as you lift your hips nice and high. Breathe for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Heels rise up. Untuck the shoulders or slide them apart. And release from the top of your spine always, and move down to the tailbone. Straighten out the left leg, hugging in the right side, and just shifting the knee off the rib cage, gently pressing down towards the armpit line while keeping the lower back flat in the ground. As you release the knee away, reach for the outside of your ankle. Let the hip internally rotate while the foot externally rotates, and lower the knee down towards the ground. So your half reclined hero pose. Here you can cactus the arms. And breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Place your hand over the heel, lift the knee slightly, and then take the foot forward, moving into half lotus posture from here. Pull the foot onto your left thigh and let the knee drop down towards the mat. You can hold this foot in position with your left hand, but relax through the hip joint. And again, breathing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the knee towards you and releasing out your right leg. Swapping over to the opposite side, left knee bends up towards the chest. Hug the shin, take the leg off from your rib cage and in line with the armpit and gently draw it down. Lower back should flatten into the ground. Then releasing the knee away, reach for the ankle, internal rotation of your hip, external rotation of the foot, and gently lower the knee to the ground. Breathe here. Cactus in the arms. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand over the heel or the ankle, lift the knee, and then turn the leg in the opposite direction. Foot over onto your right thigh, knee towards the floor. And again, breathe for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lifting the knee, release it out, making our way into a reclined butterfly posture here. I'm just going to bend up both knees, bring the feet together, let the hips and knees fall out to the sides, and rest the arms open beside the body with the palms open to the ceiling. Closing the eyes here. In our reclined butterfly posture, we'll work with our full yogic breath for about 6 breaths, and then from there we'll move into a square breathing exercise. So just relaxing the body. With the full yogic breath, you want to use all 3 lobes of the lungs, so you draw your diaphragm down, let the abdominal area rise as you begin the inhalation, the chest will then expand, collarbones will lift naturally, and on exhalation let the abdominal area fall, then the chest, and then the collarbones. So 6 rounds here at your own pace. Keep the breath slow and even as you breathe through your nose. Once you've completed your 6 rounds, we will now move into our square breathing. Inhaling for the count of 4, pausing for the count of 4, exhaling for the count of 4, and pausing for the count of 4 again. We'll take 3 breaths like that, then increase it to 8 counts for another 3 breaths. As you do this breath, notice what happens inside the pauses. We'll now move into 8 counts on the inhalation, for the pause, the exhalation, and the last pause again. 3 more breaths. Feel the sense of calm that has moved over you. Notice the body's energy flow. And really just let go of any excess tension inside the body. We'll end off with a final breathing technique, 1-2 ratio breathing. So you'll inhale on the count of 6 and exhale on the count of 12 for 3 breaths. If that count feels too long for you, drop it down to 4 counts on the inhalation and 8 counts on your exhalation. 3 breaths at your own pace. This breath helps with releasing anxiety and really just calming the nervous system, lowering the heart rate. So we're going to move into our Shavasana now for relaxation. You should already feel pretty calm and peaceful. So just bringing the knees back together, slide the feet down one at a time, and separate the feet, letting the knees and ankles roll open. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And as you close your eyes, settle down into corpse pose on exhalation. Once you come back to your seated postures, again feel that difference between rooting down through the pelvis and grounding yourself and creating full length out through the spine. Release tension from the shoulders and the hips, the elbows and the knees, and the wrists and ankles. Close the eyes one more time. And just tune into into what you are currently feeling physically, mentally, and emotionally. Tune in to the energy channels that have been opened in the body. And just quietly repeating the following affirmation to yourself. I am centered. I am calm. And I am radiating joy from the inside out. Breathing deeply as you reach overhead with the hands. And on exhalation, lower the palms in front of the heart space. Thank you for joining today's practice. Namaste.